And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready, break.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Young to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Young now. His pass caught with the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. It'll be Young again. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Purdy from the gun. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Got it.
Following the interception, Young. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So problems with errant passing continue. And remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. You look at this defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing here, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And here's Young. This might be a free play. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall taking it in. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Buccaneers 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
29 yards. First down, Panthers.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Buccaneers 13-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 124 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 154 yards yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On the set.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
And oh, it's wide right. No good. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to, and look at this, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Panthers at their own 44-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action, now Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
3rd and 2. Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. 178 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. And they just get the play off. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Okay, right.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game.
Touchdown, Panthers! From 3 yards out. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Purdy looking to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. On the draw, here's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurt.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Seriously? I can't believe that. Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
10 cycles. Ready.
But it's caught. Tompkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line.